Hello everyone, it's Pretty with Pretty Colors for You. I'm here with a video of what I colored for the month of March and my April plans pages. I'm gonna stand up while I do this video, so because I need to make sure that I'm in view. I don't know what's going on with me lately. I feel like I can't see my screen when I'm sitting down, so I'm always having to stand up and move around. So please bear with me. If you see any of my videos maybe looking too close or too far, I don't know, just let me know in the comments. But gonna start out with a new book for me. This is a new book. This is Gino the Bear, A Wonderful Chef. I completed this page, is Halloween page here. It's not all the way dry because I didn't remember to put the little glitter that I wanted to use on the strings. So yeah, I used, remember this book I completed in, when I was in Jamaica. I used Spira Farbens, my Milang's watercolor paints, some Posca, and Zig Arts, which if you just watched my last video that I just posted, it was these that you see the black stuff on, and I told you these can look very velvety on some paper, and on some paper it can look a little bit just like regular markers. So in this paper is one of the papers where it looks kind of just like basic black markers. So I don't think I colored anything this month where it would show how velvety this paper, this markers look. Okay, so for example, on the types of books like the Erie books, those books, when you use the Zig Art black, it looks velvety. But on this paper is a little bit more smoother, so it doesn't really made a blemish there, so it doesn't really look velvety on this paper. So I also used my Ohuhu glitter markers, and I think that's it as far as the pencils. And then I did use my glitter acrylic on some of this stuff. It's not all the way dry yet because I didn't realize that I hadn't put it on there. So yeah, that's this page. And I am working on another page for April because I'm gonna put my March completed pages and my April plans in one video. So this is a whip that I am gonna be working on, and this was done with Spira Farbens. I'm gonna bring this up. I used Spira Farbens on this and Milang watercolor paint. So over here is watercolor paints. If you can see, let me just, I don't want to close up my book. Nope. So yeah, this is watercolor paints. These are pencils, the Spira Farbens over here, and then watercolor paints here. So yeah, that's what I'm working on for April. And then I'll go back in. And next I am working, well, I'm not working in this book for April, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, or am I? I think I just, yeah, I am. Sorry. Let me find that page. Well, anyways, I'll show you what I completed already for March. So here, what I done was, let's see. On here, I used a lot of Ohuhu glitter markers in the background. And in the background, I also used acrylic paint. The Langwell acrylic markers. I'll show you one just for an example. And if I'm not mistaken, it may have been this pink one here for the background. I just used this and I just went over everything with the acrylic marker. And then I used yellow Posca for some of the dots. No, I'm sorry, not yellow Posca. Or yeah, yellow Posca, some glitter Ohuhu pens, and white Posca for the background. And then everything else was done with Spira Farbens and Lingual gel pens. And I use white Posca to cover up these feathers, and I use my glitter paint to go over the feathers. My glitter acrylic paint to see, to do the feathers. So I think you can see that. Yeah, so that's what I did here. And I did base some with alcohol markers because this is one-sided. So yeah, that's what I did here. And this book is Lulu Mayo's House of Wonder. And I think this may be dry now. Yeah, this is dry. Next, Rita Berman's Avatar book. I completed this page, and I used Guangnao's, the Super Goldens. I used Ohuhu glitter markers. I used Langual gel pens. I also used Milang watercolor paints. I used Ohuhu glitter pens. I used some pencils, but majority of this page was done with watercolor paints and like the other mediums besides pencil. Okay, but I did use some pencil, a little bit of pencil on this page, and it was with the Spirifarbens. So if you can see there. And then the other page that I completed for March. I have a lot of crap in this book, guys. Like, I mean, I'm working on another page in here, but this also was a completed page. This page was a nightmare at first because I messed up and I didn't think that I could redeem it, but I ended up coming back and I just fixed it and I got it to where I like it. So it's okay for me now, but which is why I don't really color Rita Berman's books a lot, because her books are very what is the word I want to use? Her books are very, very, very detailed, and her work is so nice, and I don't want to mess up her work, so I try to take my time in her books. So yeah, that's what I did there. I used Tule Arts, Milang's watercolor paints, white Posca. I used some glitter gel pens, some Languals, and Spirifarben pencils. That's what I did there. And then I have a page back here that is a whip right now. I have like 2 whips in here. One is a forever whip that I will not even go back into. But I do have quite a few pages that I completed in here for January and February. I can take these out. This is also March. Used my Spirifarbens. I used a lot of Ohuhu glitter pens. I did use for this, I used the Zig Art twin. So in this book, the Zig Art does look velvety in this book. So as you can see on here, it actually looks velvety when it's on the paper. So that's what I mean. So that's basically the difference from the last book that I showed to this book as far as how they look. So that was March completed page. So I think I only had, I think there is one more. Let me see, that was one. Yeah, that was 3. I only did 3 pages in here for March. And I don't really have plans to work in this book for April. Not at the moment. Next is Traveling Animal Orchestra. This is a beautiful book. I have done a few pages in here already for February. And I already showed that in my last video for completed pages in February. So this is my March page. I am going to insert the original page of how this page looked prior to me putting medium on here for my style. So the reason why I say that is because there was a lot of buildings in this page. Again, I don't like to do buildings, so many buildings in one sitting. So I covered them up with trees, and I built the gate to look closed in. Like, so the gate is naturally on the regular page see-through, and you can see all of the buildings in behind it. So I decided to put trees in there and close the gate off, make it like a concrete wall. So, you know, none of it has to show through. And I used Milane's watercolor paints. I used Thule Arts. I used Spirofarbins and some Ohuhu glitter markers. If you can see in the gate. Yeah, let's see. Let's tilt up the book a little bit. Yeah, as you can see, like that. And then in the tires, I did use some Ohuhu glitter markers. And then down here, also watercolor paints, completely watercolor paints down here. And I just did the different colors in between to make it look good. And the road is with Spirofarbins pencils. So yes, guys, that is what I did here on this page. This is the only page in Traveling Animal Orchestra for the month of March. And yes, I am working in this page for April, and I can show you the page that I am working in. Let's see, is this it? Yeah, this is the page that I plan to do for April in this book. I am not sure if I will do this side because they do correspond. So kind of, yeah, it's the fox traveling, and he's got the beach stuff. So you see him traveling on the road, Route 85 to the beach. So I might color that page too. I'm not sure if I get motivated by the time I'm done with this page, because this is definitely the page that I'm doing. Next, I completed Summer Nights. So the page that I completed almost is this page here. The only thing that I am waiting to do is I need to go in and finish the vines. But everything else is done, and I used my Milane watercolor paints. I wanted to have a rustic look, which I think I did achieve. And I used some Ohuhu glitter pens around the bugs to make. I made them look like those bugs that glow, the glow bugs. So that's what I did there. And I used watercolor paints and everything. And then the flowers were done with Language. Just used the water brush tip to spread out the ink. And that is in Summer Nights. Summer Nights, I do not have any plans for April. Next, Dark Fairy Tales. I did a one page in here for March, which was this page here. And I used the Zig art for the background. Spirofarbins, some Posca, the yellow Posca, and white Posca to do my shadowing on all of the flowers and on the other items. And some Ohuhu glitter pens throughout. And I also used alcohol markers to base some of the spots. And it was okay because it did not show through on this page. Okay, and that was for March. And I don't have plans for this book no time soon. And this is also a completed page in here. And also I'm working in this page, in this book for April. So this is a March page that I completed. I love how it came out. I used Spirofarbins throughout the whole entire page. No watercolor paints. I did use Language for the flowers the same way that I said. I use it to go around, and then I just take a water brush to spread out the ink. And I used some Ohuhu glitter markers in the in these curtain clips, whatever those are called, but not the rod. And I think it came out really good. I did use some Posca as well, and some Ohuhu glitter pens for the little apples on the tree. Yes, very satisfied with the way this one came out, guys. So my plans page is right here. I love this book. This book is called Alice and Dinah's Wonderland Adventure. So this is the page that I plan to color. I love this page. So I'm going to do this page. And I'm not sure if I will do this one because I don't want to dedicate myself to double pages right now. Because I do have one whip that I need to complete. And I don't even think I'm going to get that whip completed for April because it's a big one. The one in Gulliver Travels. I have to get that one finished eventually. But that is in Alice and Dinah's Adventures in Wonderland, guys. And this is a nice book by Mirren. Next, Eerie. Well, for Eerie, I have already completed the page in this book that I had plans to do. What I will do is insert a picture of it prior to my medium going on the page so that you can get an idea of the page that I planned, because the planned page for April is completed already. I just finished it yesterday. So I will insert in here somewhere the prior page. And Froggy Nights is a new book for me. And this is not my type of book, guys, but I just saw, someone do a page in here and I love the page and the pictures are cute. So I said, hey, let me just get this book. So I went ahead and got it. And this is my page that I am going to be completing. So far, I've only used alcohol markers to base this part here. And then I started the trees with my Holbeins. And I will be going in and shading everything. So you will see the finishing part in Froggy Nights. And I just recently added Little Folks to my, and this should have been included in my new pages, my new books, my new items in my haul, but I forgot. She was under something else. So this is a new book. And the page that I am doing is in the very mid section. I'm gonna do this pretty girl, Garden Friends. I'm gonna do this page here. Hopefully you can see it. I'll slide it up. So yeah, this is a big book, guys. So this is the page that I'm gonna do in this for April. And again, this is a new book. Hopefully I do get a chance to finish everything that I am setting out to finish, because you know, and this book is a beautiful book. And someone asked me to do a flip through, so let me sit down and do the flip through in here as well, since I am already in here. But first, the page that I'm going to be doing for April is here. I've already started it. Yeah, so you'll see that. But I'll do a quick flip through, very quick flip through. You have the artist stuff in the front here. And I like these pages because it gives me some ideas on some things, because some stuff in this book is kind of confusing. Yeah, I'm in view. And let's see, let me move this over. Okay, so here I'm just gonna do a flip through. I'm not gonna really say much about the pages because I'm still trying to get these. I have these other books. Oh, I remember the one now. Okay, so one of my subscribers asked me to do a flip through of 2 books, and because I'm not sure of the 2 books that she was talking about, I'm just going to do a flip through of 3 books that I believe she may have been talking about. All of the ink on these pages are brown. So yeah, that's a nice page. I like this one. That's like a cake. I think I was thinking about doing that page, but I ended up not. And then I'll show you guys when we get there the one that is very confusing, the page that can be confusing. Some of this stuff is very small, very, very small. You will need a very sharp pencil. Example, this page here is one. That's why I chose this page. Double page spread on these are not going to be as bad because they're smaller pages. So, and then too, if you like this book, go ahead and get this book from Pomodoro 24 on Etsy or Amazon Japan. I think you can get this book on Amazon Japan. So this page you can use as minis if you do something monthly. And I said I was going to start back doing that because I remember a while back, I believe I haven't done that since 2024, where I was doing a mini every month. I'm going to start back doing that because there is 12 months in a year and 12 items on the page. So you can do one per month. So what I would do is catch up from January, February, March. We're now in April. So I'm going to go back and do that. And then each month I will do one mini until it's completed. And then again, here is a page that is going to be very hard to do if you don't have very sharp pencils or use some Staedtler fine liners or something. Again, here as well. These are pages that I would never color. Yeah, I would not color those kind of things. You have another one here that you can do minis on. Okay, so we're here on the confusing pages. These pages are confusing because everything is so small and jumbled together, but I can distinguish what they are now because I had time to look at them. So what I see here is a chimney with fire here. Here is the table with the dinner on the table, and you have chairs, and then you have a food cart here with a cake and some gingerbread dishes as well. And then you have the little like the little creatures here all around. Like you have one here, he is stirring the pot. One here is setting the table because he's putting the tablecloth on the table. So it's small, but you know. And then over here, this is the Christmas tree and the train, and this is a rug here. The round thing is the rug, and then you have some creatures over here stirring the cocoa, and then here's the teapot, and you have a creature sitting on top of the teapot, a creature over here on the rocking chair. So yeah, I mean, I would like to see someone do the page so that I can try to attempt, but I am not sure. Because this gets me anxious just looking at it because first of all, it just looks very busy. But those are really the only two pages that are extra busy like that in this book, to be honest. And then here, this is the front cover here, and that's what you have here. And then from here, it is going into the index. Oh, and you have this one extra page here, and then you have the index. I'm gonna look in the front. Let me see. And I don't have any of those books. Okay, let's see in the front if I can find any of those confusing pages. I doubt it. Nope. Yeah, nah. You're not gonna find any of those pages in here, but this book is called Tea Time in Wonderland Coloring Book. Okay. And then I will do a flip through of, I think she was talking about this book as well. And since I have it, I'll show you my plan. In here, I do have a page that I plan to start. I'm not sure that I will finish it for April because it's a very busy book. This is a very, very busy book. Where is it? It was originally this page, but I changed it, guys, because I know, no, here it is. It's going to be this page that I'm going to do for April. Making sure I'm in view because this is a really tall book. So this is my plan for April, and this book is called thought I wrote it down, a dreamy coloring book. Okay, So I can do a flip through, but guys, it won't be full because it's a large book. So you have this page, Sky's Room. So the name of the page is over here. This one is called Belle's Room. So the one that I'm doing is called Belle's Room. And then this is Sky's Room. Okay, and then this page is called something, I don't know, and now it goes into Japanese writing. So, and I haven't, this is a landscape page. These are, a lot of these pages are landscape pages. So maybe, but I don't want to really turn it this way because it won't, everything is not landscape. And I was saying before that this would be a good book for coloring with Kay. I don't know if she has this book, but I'm pretty sure she does because this is her type of work. This is a nice one. And see here, and I know we're gonna go back to regular, and then we're gonna go back to landscape. See, again, we're back in landscape already. It's a lovely book. The art is very lovely, guys. But it's just very tedious. Okay. A lot of teddy bears. And I like this one. I think this is the original one that I was going to color, but then I decided last minute I wasn't going to do that page. I like this one, the birthday cake page. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layer cake with a bunch of balloons around. So it's like a party. And then we have elephants, unicorns, bears, and this is under the sea. And that looks like a nice one too. What does it say? Okay. I don't know what it says. I was trying to see. And this is another cake page. And that's it. And then at the end, you have 2 pages for like cover-ups to protect sheet protectors. Okay. And that was that book. And then the one that I know she wanted me to do a flip through was this book here, which is the one that I already showed. But before I do that, let me go ahead and finish showing my plans. Okay, so in this book, which is the Kuriomi, Korimori, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. The page that I plan to do in here is in the very front. And it is this page here, which is from the front. So I'm going to do this page here. That's my April plan. So guys, as you see, I have a lot of pages that I need to get done for April because I am committing to it. I also have this one, and this is my plan, this page. And I will probably stay within the color scheme, or sometimes I make a few changes, not sure. But yeah. So those are my April plans and my completed pages for March. So I'm going to go ahead and do a flip through of this book. Was it this one? No, it was not this one. It was this one. So again, this is the book that I showed. I showed this book in my February completed pages, and one of my subscribers asked for a flip through, and I'll go ahead and do that. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. Okay. I'm gonna do a quick flip through, guys, because I'm trying to get all of this stuff done, and I have to edit the videos, upload the videos. Paper is nice in this book as well, but the paper is very, very smooth. So just be mindful. The paper does not have any tooth at all. Oh, this was my completed page for March. I didn't show it. So this is a March completed page, and I used Spirit Farbens, watercolor paints, Posca, and that Zig Art pen over here. Yeah, and some Ohuhu glitter markers. I am hopefully in view. I think I am. There's some nice pages in here. Just the pages, the ink is, I mean, depending on the pencils that you use, it's just, I want to say that Spirit Farbens were okay in here, but I think that maybe Holbein's may work in here, and I think also, I know Caran d'Ache will work in here. Caran d'Ache works on almost every paper. I don't think Prismas work on here because remember, Prisma is a smooth pencil and this paper is very smooth. So I don't think that it would work in here. I haven't used my Prismas in a while, and I was supposed to use my Prismas for February, but again, I was not able to because the wrong set of pencils were sent to me. So I had to end up using the Spirit Farbens. I hope these are the books that she asked for, because I'm just showing the ones that I know, and there was a bleed from here. And that was not due to the Zig Art pen. That was due to the acrylic paint that I put over it. It started that. I don't know. I'm not going to go fix that. But yeah. Nice. It's a nice, I love this. It kind of reminds me of Kanoko Igusa books. Not the newest one, which is Leon's Journey. What is the other one? I think it's the Journey book. I'm not sure. Because this exact page looks like a page from Kanoko Igusa's book. I can't think of the name of that book right now, and it's not close to me to even look. Yeah, I don't even have it close to me right now. And we look like we're in Christmas. I can see myself coloring a lot of pages in this book. A lot of pages. Like, this is a lovely page. I love this page. And it is a double page spread because you can see the truck here does fan out over into this side, and then the tree, everything belongs together on this. So I probably wouldn't. I probably would do this. You guys know I'm known for doing the big detailed double page spreads, but not for April. Maybe another time I will. But that was in Gino the Bear, A Wonderful Chef. Guys, that's going to be the end of my video. Thanks for watching, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.